So since we're on the topic of the UFC,
Yeah.
I can talk about. I'll do our update.
Yeah, let's do our update. Let's recap last week. If you
Uh,
didn't listen, he did do predictions for last week's fights.
yes, I did.
The fourth one or the fifth fight.
Yeah. So I
Didn't-
only predicted 4 fights.
Yeah, because Diaz.
yeah, and
got
so I
canceled.
found out what happened.
Okay.
Diaz had a back injury in training camp.
Okay.
They just gave him an extra month, so they're fighting next month's
Gotcha.
card.
Cool.
So, which is nice. I wanted to see that fight.
yeah,
so
I'll watch that for sure.
I'm glad they made it. So we started off last week before my predictions
Yep.
with I think we had $14,
Okay.
$14 or $15.
Okay.
Probably go back and run the math anyway. I took you asked me 2 Leaf games.
Yep.
I said the Leafs would lose both.
Yep.
So they played the Ottawa Senators. Although the Ottawa Senators won, they won in overtime, and because I took Ottawa to win and not to draw, we didn't win any money
That's
on
bullshit.
that. So Ottawa won. You asked me, and then they played the Winnipeg
So
Jets.
you were right.
I was right.
You were right, but
I was right.
just the way the bets work and
As far as
It's
money
dog
goes,
shit.
my prediction
Yeah.
was right, but the money was off. So
Yeah.
then there was the Winnipeg Jets. I said they would win. They did. We got $285 back for that on a
Nice.
$1 bet.
hell yeah.
Then you asked me 2 rugby games. I took Munster and Ulster, and they both lost. Like,
Okay, like it's actually hilarious because I called Chris just to like see when we were doing the podcast this week and just to make sure like him and Antonio and the baby were good. And he was telling me about these bets and what was it like? Munster was like
So-
we could win 8 cents.
yeah, so Munster was a huge favorite against Canuck, I think.
sure.
Yeah, it's some sort of fucking
Anyways.
Irish. But Canuck was like 9-1. So if we
Yeah.
bet $1, we would have won. We got 9 back.
We
So
would-
$8.
Yeah, we would
right?
have got $8.
$8 we would have won. Munster was such a heavy favorite that if we bet $1, we would have won 8 cents. And they lost.
I started laughing when he told me this.
And then Ulster was in the same position where the team that they were playing was like a
Huge.
8-cent win.
Yeah, huge.
And then
favorite.
Ulster was 9-1, and then they lost.
Yeah.
So I was
It
0
was
for 2 on the rugby.
It was just so funny. He's like, dude, we got some big bets coming up for these rugbies. We could win 8 cents on one or $9 on the other. And it's like, we didn't even win 8 cents.
No, we couldn't even win the gimme.
yeah.
But it goes to show you, there's no fucking gimmies in sports.
No,
man.
there's really not.
Yeah. So I'm 2 for 2 for last week, and then I predicted the 4 at the time UFC fights.
Yeah.
They were Charles Oliveira. I took him to win. He won. Shane Burgos against Edson Barboza, the first fight we were talking about. Barboza lost. I took Burgos, so that was lost. And then I took Caitlin Coogan and Denali Bariush against Ferguson. So I was 3 for 4 in the fights.
Yeah.
But what I had.
Well,
so anyway,
Chris messaged me. He's like, who would you pick in this the fifth fight? And I
took Matt Schnell.
I took Schnell, and yeah,
Bontarine was
that
the other
didn't
guy's name.
that
was it.
didn't go my way.
So last night we bet $3 on the UFC,
Okay,
and we won $8.50.
perfect.
I will explain how.
That's
So
with my bet.
that was with your bet. So
Okay.
your bet was separate because
Yep.
I had my 4 picks. So I
Right.
just put them all
It was
into
a parlay.
one parlay. So one doesn't come through, none of them do.
Okay.
So obviously I was 3 for 4, so one didn't go through. But I saw yesterday afternoon that they had a bet, like the app that I use is Betway.
Yep.
And they sometimes do like boosts, like Leafs, Rangers, and Canadians all to win tonight. It was at 4-1. Now it's like 10-1.
Holy shit.
Right? They do shit like that,
Yeah.
right? And yesterday they had a boost at Oliveira, Dariush, and Caitlin Coogan all to win. It was at like 4, and then they did to 850. So I'm like, perfect. I have all 3 of them anyways. I'll bet them.
Yeah.
So I bet
done.
them 3, and then the only fight that I lost was on the parlay. So
Yeah.
all 3 still came through. So we ended up winning 850. So
Fuck yeah.
we started the day, I think, at $15. Last
Okay.
week was around $15.
Yeah.
We lost $1. We lost $3, $2 on rugby, $1 on hockey. Got a couple bucks here and there.
Yeah.
So we started about $15, and we are at $20.47.
Holy fuck, we've doubled
We
our
have
money.
doubled our money
Let's fucking
due
go.
to my gigantic brain.
Chris is a fucking wizard.
I have prowess. of the mental capabilities.
Let's fucking go, dude.
And this week's predictions are as follows.
If you want to double your money,
you just listen to me.
just listen to Chris
and instead of betting $1, bet like 10 grand of 10 grand on
fuck
everything
that.
I say.
Don't be pussies like
Fucking
us.
throw some money at
Put your
it.
whole life savings on this
Grow
shit.
up.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fuck. What do you have to lose? Your entire life savings? Come on. Grow up.
Bet all your
You
Bitcoin.
could double it. You could double it right now.
Chip off some of that Bitcoin and bet it on. If you want to make some
Get your
real fucking
checkbook
money.
out and start writing checks.
Yeah.
What do they say in fucking Step Brothers? It's like, I want to cash checks.
I want to get ass. I want to make bank, bro.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
All time. So, unfortunately, the Stanley Cup playoffs started yesterday before
Yeah.
we recorded.
That's fine.
But the North Division hasn't started.
Okay.
So I will predict to you the North Division playoff series
Fuck yeah.
up until the Final Four. Starting with your Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Montreal Canadiens. The Leafs are going to win in 6 games.
Okay.
Then there is Edmonton versus the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg will beat Edmonton.
Okay.
Winnipeg's a deeper team. They have better defense. They have a better goalie. It's
Okay.
that simple. I know that Edmonton has
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. That man and McNugget and
Yeah. I actually think Edmonton's gonna Winnipeg's gonna be in like 5 games.
really.
I do.
Holy shit. I
Again-
didn't think Winnipeg was that hot this year.
They're a deeper team.
Okay.
They're a deeper team, I think.
Okay. I wish Patrick Laine would fucking would have stayed with
fuck that guy.
he would have done a lot better for me. Although I did win fantasy. I won fantasy.
Let me
this
finish
year.
this up and we'll get to your fantasy. Let me finish my predictions.
Fuck, I almost forgot.
So Winnipeg Jets will upset, I guess. I think they're technically the underdog against Edmonton.
Yeah.
And then that will set up a matchup between the Winnipeg Jets and your Toronto Maple Leafs, of which the Maple Leafs will win in 6 games and advance to the Final
Okay,
Four.
relax on the playoffs. We got a couple weeks before they're done, right?
Yeah.
Like the first round. So you don't have to do the second round right away.
I'm doing it.
Holy shit.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm just because it's like sort of like a hasty thing.
Okay.
Next week I will have more active predictions, but right now,
Okay.
because of
Continue. I'm sorry I interrupted.
I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing like far out bets right now.
Yeah.
Because baseball's like annoying as fuck to bet on because it's every day.
True.
So hockey is just wrapped up the regular season. There's been like 2 playoff games.
Okay.
Right. So that season's kind of like just getting rolling. So I don't want to like go through and predict a bunch of those. I'd rather just do series as we move along. The Champions League finals in a couple weeks, which I already predicted. The Brentford and Sunderland teams, those games are tomorrow.
Okay.
So in a week, there'll be more stuff to
Sure.
update, and I'll have more stuff to bet on.
Yeah, right now it's kind of a like
it's just a lull. Just this week is a bit of a lull. Yeah.
Even like darts. Like darts wasn't back on until the end of the month. Like all this other shit I was looking, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got no predictions.
So it's just sort of a 1 week lull. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, and I wanted what I wanted to do, and it wouldn't necessarily just be for bets, but it would just be fun for the podcast. Is I wanted to do all the first round of the NHL playoffs, but because certain series started yesterday, unfortunately, I don't feel right picking.
Predict it. Just say your predictions, because you can still bet. Like you
All
still
right.
bet on it, but we are, again, disclaimer, we are 1 day into it. Like, still do your predictions.
Okay, all right. Well,
still do your predictions.
start
like-
talking about how you won fantasy, and I'll pull up.
Okay,
things.
so my team wasn't doing too hot. I was middle of the pack the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
I had like Patrick Laine was doing great for me at the start of the year. Got traded to Columbus. He had like a 2-week down period between contract signing, COVID quarantining, and all this other shit, and then getting settled and getting on the team, and then he got benched, and it was fucking wild. Then missed the trade deadline. Me and my dad tried to do some shady shit. He was
slippery salesman shit.
Yeah, we were trying.
Sons of bitches.
So he's like, let's stack your team. Fuck it.
And you guys are gonna split the winnings,
yeah, like
or no comment?
no comment. No comment. And then so he's like, I'm like, okay, so before we start dropping guys, because we missed trade deadline, so now you got to drop guys and pick them up on the waiver.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's how you guys were doing it?
That's how we did it.
You guys are dirty fuckers.
So I dropped some dog shit. I dropped Kadri. I'm like, okay, try to pick up Kadri. I got him claimed. He's in my waiver. I'll get him on Wednesday. Perfect. Okay. Drop Crosby. I'm going to snag him, get him on my claims, and we'll be good. We use Yahoo Fantasy fucking NHL. Fucking hate it. I get notifications 4 times a day that a player goes from day to day to out, day to day to out, day to day to out. But I don't get a notification that in 2 days, it's like you can't make any more trades.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So he drops them. I get him on the waiver claim. What I don't know is that the waiver claim goes in the order of the draft. So if there's someone ahead of you and they claim them, they get them. So sure as
So
shit.
you thought you fucking dummies thought you had a
Yeah.
foolproof plan where
Yeah.
I'll just drop them and you'll just be the first one to pick them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets
Everybody
offered
has
to
a
everyone.
chance. And
So people see Crosby rolling along.
So my buddy, our good friend Sean picks him up, gets him. I literally stayed up till fucking midnight trying to make sure this shit went through. Didn't go through. Wake up at 8 a.m. and this shit fucking goes to Sean. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
You guys can't even cheat properly.
Me and my dad were just laughing. We're like, whatever. He was last in the fucking
Didn't
league.
matter.
Didn't matter for him. So he doesn't give a fuck. He lost his money anyways.
Yeah.
I was middle of the pack. I'm like, my team's good, but they got to have a good week for me to compete with everybody else. Like, I didn't have any crazy people consistently all the time. I could rely on a shit ton of points. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. I played Sean in the semifinals. Fucking smoked him.
Even with Crosby, he still lost.
Even with Crosby. Crosby got 8 points to the week.
Jeez. Is that a lot or little?
That was a little for a centerman.
Okay.
And Crosby. And Crosby was top 3 players for
all year.
Fantasy points. And then I go into the finals and I'm playing Sean's brother. Now, me and my dad looked at the end of the season. They had made 40 plus transactions the entire season, dropping players, picking them up, making trades. Now
they were wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, if they were trading, it was between each other.
Okay.
There were some at the start of the year. One of them got Stamkos for 2 dog shit fucking players.
Couple ham sandwiches.
Yeah, it's what the fuck is this shit? How the fuck did you swindle your way into getting Stamkos for these 2 dog shit players? They probably don't even play anymore.
They're retired.
Yeah, they got dropped down to the
Brett
minors.
Hull retired in 2005.
Who was Toronto's last enforcer? Fuck.
Oh, Colton Orr.
Yeah, Mike picked them up the second year we did fantasy.
And he didn't play a single game in the NHL that year.
No, he got dropped down to fucking minors.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mike, you're an idiot. It was Mike's 3rd round pick.
And he didn't drop him at any point throughout the season. He kept him all year.
I think so.
If he dropped him, it was late. It was way too late.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Anyway, so I'm playing Shauner's brother, and I didn't realize how many transactions that they had made. I did 20, but it was more so for injury reserve, people getting put on IR for the rest of the season, dropping them, picking somebody else up. Or Patrick Laine got traded, he got benched, and then he just underperformed the rest of the season. Get rid of him. Minor moves. And the whole week I was losing. I think Wednesday I was down 60 points.
Jeez.
I'm going in.
This is the final?
Yeah, and it didn't even play out till Sunday. Saturday was the last day.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Saturday, everybody's playing. I'm looking at my lineup. I got postponed games. I got guys like Patrick Laine or Patrick Kane.
Okay.
His game's postponed. I'm like, fuck, thanks.
I'm done.
Yeah, come on. It's one of my top guys. And you're postponing his game? Fucking let them all get COVID. Just put them in. I need a win. I need a win. And So I ended up dropping like Kane, picking up some guy, like random guy.
Just guys that like
Yeah,
just been trying to get points.
He had the most points for the position I had to fill. Threw him in there, and I won by like 1.6 points.
Oh my god.
It was phenomenal.
Champione.
So guess what I did with that $160?
Split it with your dad.
No, I put that shit in fucking
Bitcoin?
crypto. Like instantly, like
Immediately.
it came through. I put a buy order in, and I was done. I was like, I'm out, baby. this money making me money now.
And the show comes full circles, ladies and gentlemen. See how we do that? We're getting better at this media stuff. The show comes full circle. That's fucking awesome.
Oh man!
All right.
Okay,
So
so
quickly, just to wrap things
Yeah,
up.
you got the playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs here are as follows: Toronto, Montreal, Toronto, Edmonton, Winnipeg. Winnipeg will win. Carolina and Smashville. Carolina's going to beat them. Florida and Tampa. Tampa's going to win. Pittsburgh and the New York Islanders. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
100%.
I got to take Crosby, bastard.
Yeah.
Washington and Boston. I'm taking Ovechkin, even though I think they're already up a game. I don't even know for sure. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Who cares? You're taking Washington.
Colorado and St. Louis. I'm taking Colorado. And Vegas and Minnesota. I'm taking the Lossington Vegas Golden Knights.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
You heard it here first.
Toronto, Winnipeg, Carolina, Tampa, Pittsburgh, Washington, Colorado, and Las Vegas are all your first round winners. Parlay that, put 10, 12 grand on there.
No, your entire life savings.
Whichever you prefer, whichever comes first, 10 or 12
Sure.
grand are your life savings.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's your winner.